I was tagged by Sense and Final to share perfumes that I really enjoyed wearing or newly discovered in the month of May. We all know that I'm really bad at narrowing things down, but I think I got a reasonable number. I'll share the scents and a little bit about each one, but also I'll include some of the magical associations with these lovely little bottles because that's what I do. Eau Duelle and Liis Bo. These are two woody green forest fragrances that dry down into lovely, light, sweet vanilla. Not foody at all, just airy and fresh, perfect for summer. Bo has elemi resin, incense, and sequoia in the top, which is just divine, while Eau Duelle is juniper, cardamom, and tea. They're very much a similar vibe, and both are gorgeous. I don't think you need both in your collection unless you're like me and you want all the green things. They're really wonderful summer vanillas because they open with that calm, fresh woodland feeling. Magically, they invoke grounding, protection, mental clarity, and comfort. Dirty Amber by Heretic. I put this one away for winter and then I pulled it back out a couple of weeks ago. I remembered that I used to wear amber all the time at Renaissance Fair and I never found it too heavy in the heat. And this is such a beautiful, sensual, sexy scent. The magic here comes from frankincense, bringing spiritual protection, purification, and divine connection, while the amber lends emotional healing, creativity, and comfort. This perfume feels like warm skin, candlelight, and old memories. Rhubarb Thief. I can almost taste this scent. It reminds me of biting into a tart, sweet rhubarb pie. It's crisp and bright with enough sweetness to keep the tartness from becoming overwhelming. I've been looking for a good rhubarb scent ever since I first smelled Delina and thought, wow, this would be really great without that rose. This is everything I hoped it would be. I upgraded from a sample to a full bottle before I even finished my sample, which is breaking my rules. But this is just delightful. Magically, rhubarb is often used in culinary folk magic for attracting love, abundance, passion, and prosperity. Dandelion Butter is one I finally got my nose on in May, and there are a lot of scents that I describe as pure nostalgia, but nothing takes me back quite like a dandelion. One sniff, and I am 5 years old again, lying in the grass with a book, pulling apart dandelion petals and rubbing them on my skin to make makeup and perfume. I guess I've kind of been waiting for this scent my whole life, and I'm so happy to have it. For me, the magic of dandelion is childhood joy and resilience, wishes whispered in the wind, and the reminder that beauty can thrive in unexpected places. Next is Mud by Born to Stand Out, layered with Thè Noir. This is technically my daughter's bottle of mud, but I may have to get my own because after trying it with the Thè Noir, I am absolutely hooked. Mud contains milk, almond, chocolate, plum, Turkish rose, elemi resin, vanilla, and sandalwood. And somehow all of that blends into this beautiful wet earth fragrance that feels fresh and green and slightly sweet, even though it has absolutely no business smelling the way it does. It's some kind of alchemy. Together with the Thè Noir, it becomes something almost magical. And of course, you have all of the symbolism of chocolate, love, prosperity, emotional uplift, passion, and grounding. Next, these are some scents I fell in love with in May, and I'm hoping to add to my collection in full bottle form, either this fall or winter. First is Blood Spider Orchid. I've half convinced myself that I could wear this one year round, but it's spicy with cinnamon, smoked clove, nutmeg, and frankincense. One question I often ask myself is how much of one scent profile does a person really need? Because this is my favorite scent profile. I already have Angel Share, Cayo Ocho, and Optimo, and a couple other samples or travel sizes. And they're all unique, and this one's unique too, but they're similar enough that I wonder if anyone besides me even notices the difference when I wear them. Regardless, this one is eventually going to be mine, and whether I need any more after that is future me's problem. In magic, cinnamon is considered a catalyst. It helps move spells forward, it adds momentum, it creates sparks, and intensifies intention. Nutmeg is associated with good fortune, intuition, luck, and prosperity. Next is Nocturnal Noir. Listening to the perfumer describe this scent as a homage to late night reading as a child immediately captured my heart. It blends patchouli, softened by amber and vanilla, transforming what can sometimes be a sharp note to me into something cozy and contemplative. It feels like a night owl's sanctuary, quiet solidarity, and deeply comforting. This is a cozy scent. It has warmth and spice, but not the fire of cinnamon. Instead, it wraps around you like a well-loved blanket and a stack of books, which is exactly what the perfumer intended. Magically, saffron ignites passion, inspires creativity, and serves as a powerful attractor for love, while Divana is associated with emotional transformation, deep relaxation, and spiritual connection. Next is Sweetly Known by Kerosene. I finally got my nose on nearly the entire Kerosene line, and I loved probably 80% of what I tried. This is a magnificent line. They are right up my alley. But this was my favorite from them, and my favorite thing I smelled that day. I'm practically sleeping with my sample. I definitely need a full bottle in the fall. This is another beautiful, spicy fragrance, but this time cardamom takes center stage, and cardamom is one of my favorite smells and flavors. It's associated with both Hecate and Hermes, two deities that I feel deeply connected to, so much so that I have tattoos representing them. Like, I really Hermes and Hecate. Beyond those associations, cardamom is also linked to balance, creativity, harmony, clarity, communication, and divination. It's one of those notes that feels simultaneously grounding and inspiring, and I cannot get enough of it. So those were my favorites from May. Thank you so much, Scent and Vinyl, for tagging me. It was really fun to do this. I really love playing along. It was really fun to do this little retrospective of the month and reflect on the abundance in my collection.